Traditionally, online advertising was done in the form of banners. 468 pixels wide, 60 pixels deep. I don't know why those sizes were that way, but basically just like this Homestead banner is a very typical web advertising banner. And up to about 5 years ago, 6, 7 years ago, that's what pretty much existed online, is these banners. The downsides of that is that traditionally you had to pay per thousand. There's a term called CPM, which is cost per thousand. Okay, the Romans would be so happy. So cost per thousand, and you'd pay $35 per thousand times the banner was displayed. It didn't matter if somebody clicked on it or not. It just mattered that it was being displayed to somebody. They didn't even have to see it. It just had to be displayed on the browser. It could have been displayed down below where they never scrolled, but that's okay. It would still count to your thousand, and you'd pay your $35. So the industry, people, us, that were using the internet, we kind of stopped paying attention to banner ads. So the banner ad prices kept going down and down and down, and they were kind of inconvenient because they had a traditional advertising model to them. You had to phone the company and negotiate and file a contract and all this kind of stuff. So it was a real pain. Google came out with a system, and they actually kind of came out with this as a lark called AdWords. It was just sort of, they weren't sure about advertising, they weren't sure what they wanted to do, and so they kind of experimented with doing online advertising. And they developed the auction model for online advertising. And they said, all right, well, we're not going to say it's a particular cost because we're allowing people to bid on keywords, right? And there's like a bazillion keywords. Who knows what keywords somebody's going to bid on, and what should the market value be on, dog carriers? I mean, I don't know. Who could set that price? Let the market set that price. So this bidding mechanism came in. They built a system. They put it online. Within a few minutes, some guy put up an ad for live mail order lobsters. I'd like to know if this guy's still in business. I mean, the first ad ever in Google was for live mail order lobsters, not mobsters, as I almost said. So this system is fully self-service, which is great because you can tweak it, manage it, modify it as often as you want, whenever you want. You have a web-based interface to do that. And you get lots of results right away. So I'm going to show you that, but let me talk to you about the process first of all. So you go in and you create a Google account. It's free, and anywhere that if you Google AdWords, you'll get to the AdWords interface, and you can create a free Google account. Once you have the Google account, you can set up a campaign. And there's a few questions it's going to ask you. It's going to ask you, what languages do you want to target, right? Because Google is almost worldwide, so you can pick what languages you want to target. You can also pick the geography you want to target. Do you want to target Winnipeg? Do you want to target Saskatchewan? We'll talk about that some more in a moment. Then you set up the ad text. What is the ad going to be about? What should it be displayed? And then you have to go through a verification process. And then you select the keywords that you want to use for your ads. So what you're going to do is, first of all, you're going to analyze your advertising, like all good marketers, right? You know who your demographics are, right, Elizabeth? You know your demographics, you know who your market are, and you separate them out into different groups, and you understand the motivation. Because different keywords will be used when people are wanting to do different things. Sometimes they want to research, sometimes they want to buy, sometimes they want to contact. So what you do is you set up multiple campaigns within Google Advertising. And each different campaign has a different budget, has different bids that you're, different keywords, lists, and different amounts that you're willing to bid on. This is the sort of the proper way to do large-scale online advertising. So let me look at an example. We do a lot of work in education, a lot of work with cities like the city of Winnipeg with the Leisure Guide, right? So let's say that the Leisure Guide wanted to do online advertising for the Leisure Guide using AdWords. So what they would do is, first of all, they would decide, all right, well, within our Leisure Guide, we have two main categories. We have business and leisure, let's just say. But within business, we've got, courses for entrepreneurs, we've got general skills training, large businesses. Within leisure, we've family, couples, kids, right? We're subdividing our market to try to understand who they are. And within entrepreneurs here, we've got, some courses for starting a business, some courses on marketing. Now, within marketing, there's going to be certain keywords that people are going to use. And Google will tell you those. It'll tell you which keywords are the most important. And then from there, you can decide, all right, these keywords are probably for people that are looking for the basics of marketing. These keywords are people that are looking for online women's training and so forth, right? So I can use different keywords to target very specific groups in order to get a message to them. And the next step is that I'm going to create 3 different ads for each of those groups. Each of the ads are targeted to the same group, but with different text. Because I don't know which text is going to be the best for conversions, for getting people to actually click and take action. So I'm going to create 3 of them. And then I'm going to wait a week or 2 weeks, depending on the amount of traffic you have, see which ad has generated the best response, and get rid of the one that has the least response, and rewrite it. And then in 2 weeks, I'm going to do that again. And by that way, I'm going to evolve my advertising to have the most valuable, the best text possible, as voted on by the only people who know which text it should be, which is my prospects and clients, people that are actually searching and looking for my services. That means a lot of ads. It could mean a lot of ads. It could just mean 9 ads, it could just mean 3 ads. It depends on your business. But if you're spending $1, $2 every time somebody clicks on one of these ads, you probably want to make that as effective as possible.